City Council meeting for Monday, September 9th, 2024. I'll call the meeting to order. I'll stand up and pledge allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Can I have roll call, please, Cheryl?
Bill Meyer.
Yes.
Adam Ryder.
Yes.
J.T. Thompson.
Yes.
Matt Charlie.
Yep. Number 4, approval of the agenda. Any questions, comments with anything on there? If not, I will ask for a motion to approve as presented.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
Second.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Bill Meyer.
Yes.
J.T. Thompson.
Yes.
Matt Charlie.
Yep.
Adam Ryder.
Yes. Okay, number 5, citizen public comments, we can skip. So number 6, the consent agenda. Again, any questions or comments, concerns, anything on there? If not, I will ask for a motion to approve.
Make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second. Second. Roll call, please.
Matt Charlie.
Yep.
Adam Ryder.
Yes.
Bill Meyer.
Yes.
J.T. Thompson.
Yes.
Okay, number 7, discuss and consider approval of contractor's payment number 2 to Eastern Iowa Excavating and Concrete in the amount of $181,516.33. Sounds like they're gonna be close this week.
Yeah, it's kind of the total project award cost for Eastern Iowa is $484,300 so far. With this payment, we've spent $307,699.85, which left us unspent $176,615. So kind of keeping track on how that goes, and paving is starting tomorrow.
So we'll have, are you thinking just one more payment then after this one?
I would think so.
Yeah, okay.
They should be done within the month, and they've been billing monthly, so I'm
Yeah,
assuming.
okay.
That'd be nice to have that.
I'll make a motion to approve the contractor payment number 2 to Eastern Iowa Excavating and Concrete as presented.
And second?
I'll second.
And roll call, please.
J.T. Thompson.
Yes.
Adam Ryder.
Yes.
Bill Meyer.
Yes.
Matt Charlie.
Yeah.
Okay, number 8, resolution 2024-7, discussion and approval of authorization, or authorizing an unbudgeted transfer. This is from the library trust fund, so Cheryl, give us kind of the lowdown on this.
Yeah, I was gonna bring up that trust account here. We spoke at the August 12th meeting about the repairs needed to the rooftop AC repairs versus replacement, and council was in full agreement to go ahead and have it replaced. The work has been done, and the auditors were here last week, and they helped me with the transfers required to make that all happen. The library has currently $14,562 in a trust account. That's back from when the building was made, and Community Foundation set aside money, so that's been in there for basically improvements. So this just needs to be done as it wasn't budgeted for, so that's what the resolution takes care of. We're gonna transfer it from this trust account into the general fund and then pay it out of the library expenditures.
So will that close out this trust then?
That will close out that trust, yes. And whatever the difference was, like a little over 6,000, there's community money that will come in as revenues. We can spend it all now, but as long as we don't go over budget for their full budget, we don't have to amend for that other amount until the time comes, so.
Okay. Well, then I guess it was put to what it was meant for in the first place, so. Okay, does anybody have any questions on that, resolution? If not, we'll ask for a motion to approve resolution 2024-7.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 2024-7 as presented.
Second?
Second.
And roll call, please.
Adam Ryder,
Yes.
Dillmeyer,
Yes.
Matt Jardy,
Yep.
J.D. Johnson.
Yes.
Okay, that leads us into 9, discussion and approval of total comfort payment for heating and cooling unit for the library. So as you see in your packet, that was around over 20,000.
Yeah, it's the same exact amount as what the estimate was when we talked about it previously, so there was no change in that. Since it wasn't budgeted and we did the transfer, I would just like the separate approval for that payment.
So we're just approving the payment.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion to approve, total comfort payment for the heating and cooling unit for the library.
Second.
Roll call, please.
J.D. Johnson,
Yes.
Dillmeyer.
Yes.
Matt Jardy.
Yep.
Adam Ryder.
Yeah. Okay, number 10, the Halloween proclamation, setting the date for trick or treat. So I think it's pretty much all but set. It'll be Sunday, October 27th, from 4 to 6. Will be the trick or treat hours, so it's kind of been the standard for us, so we'll just go with it. Everybody's good with that?
I seen in Miles' minutes, that's the same, they approved that day as
Are
well.
they doing 4 to 6 too, or?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't need a motion or anything,
We haven't in the past. So.
okay, sounds good. Okay, well, that takes us to other business, ordinance enforcement update procedures. Chad, you got anything on there?
I sent you guys get my,
Yep.
it's pretty much, got one of the vehicles that's been brought up to code, out of the 6 so far, so
Okay.
the other ones haven't moved, so I think when we get to that 30-day period, cause I sent out some letters and they were staggered, so I think I'm just gonna wait until the last one was sent out.
Okay.
At 30 days, so it's like October 15th, and then
Okay.
we'll reevaluate from there and see
Okay.
what we can do.
Yeah.
There's a letter going to the house from the city attorney,
Okay.
that was in there as well.
Yep. Yep.
So we'll see what shakes loose with that.
Okay. Okay, everything else good? Last weekend seemed like it went decent?
Yeah, it's pretty quiet.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Good deal. All right. Okay, let's jump down to the Ann Street construction, update. As Cheryl said, I think they're getting ready to start asphalt, looks like tomorrow. And, yeah, there can't be too much left down there, I wouldn't think, after that.
No.
White dirt and grassy.
Yeah, probably, just seed it out, and, yeah. Something else, we probably, it's kind of in line with this, but kind of not. Down by Ron and Isabel Johnson's, that's kind of been a trouble spot for us, so while
Needs to be done there.
we had, Mark took a look at it today, and kinda got with Eastern Iowa on that. Matt, you got a chance to go down there, right, and look at that.
Yep.
I guess my thoughts on it are, if we go with kind of what Mark, proposed, we would have to make a very fast decision on that. And I really don't feel comfortable doing that, just for the simple fact that they're, like I said, they're gonna start asphalting tomorrow, and where they would have to, what they're talking about, what Mark proposed was put an inlet in up by Ron and Isabel's, kind of ditch there, close to the curb, or just behind the curb, and then bury a pipe all the way down to, there's another inlet down by Gary Driscoll's. And they would have to cross that street, by Gary Driscoll's. I don't think it's anything, it's right at the end of the road, it's probably, I don't know, what, 6 feet in, 6, 7 feet in. So worst case scenario, if we ever decided to go that route, if we'd have to break up a little bit of that asphalt, it's not like it's right in the middle of the road, it's right at the end. Mark kind of thought a ballpark would be between 30 and 40,000 to do that. I think that's kind of, not smart to rush into a $30,000 to $40,000 decision.
For sure. I don't think we wanna downplay it, but I
Yeah.
think maybe to explore a couple other options. And maybe there is none, but to make that decision in a very short period of time.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, obviously, yeah, it's been a trouble spot and we need to do something, but, I think we can exhaust other, options first before, jumping into something like that. And I think that's probably a good task too for the street and sidewalk committee. Yeah, Eric, I met with Eric down there tonight, and he's gonna talk to, a couple of local options as well, just to get an idea of what maybe they, think might be a good idea. So we'll have more on this, coming up, but, I think for now, I don't see a reason to hold up Eastern Iowa from asphalting tomorrow, for that.
Let's get that project done, and then we can,
He mentioned they would probably wanna start on side roads anyway and come out.
Right.
Cause they can't bury themselves in
Right.
the corner, so.
Right. So, yeah, so just so everybody kinda knows what's kinda going on down there. Yeah, it's something we need to talk about, but again, you know, what makes sense, you know, what's the best way to spend taxpayer money and do it right, you know, and alleviate a problem, but, you know, at the same time, you know, make a good decision on it too, so. So I think for now, we'll just kinda hold off on that and, like I said, see what the other couple options come back with, and we can always make a decision down the road, so.
I did take a few pictures while we were down there meeting today. This is the inlet as it exists, and this cement has been broken up for quite a while. And especially during the winter and with heavy rains, the stormwater does dig pools in here,
Yeah.
floods the street. And Connie was in today and actually showed me a video where the water was standing halfway to their house in the field, so
Okay.
there is concern there. This is the other side of the sidewalk where as you can see, there's no way it can flow like it's supposed to as it is.
that's technically our street there, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a street. For some reason, it was barricaded off, but the barricades are gone now.
Well, because I think people, since
Oh,
the
that's a
street
street
project
there?
started,
That's technically a street.
Gary
yeah.
Driscoll's been using that
Okay,
right
okay.
away to get in and
sure,
out.
sure.
This is just a picture from like, say,
Yeah, if you look on Beacon, it's
Driscoll's
actually,
corner.
that's actually a road.
this
It's
is
just
where the
undeveloped.
inlet is. There was a low spot here that they were planning on putting a, structure to have water flow into,
Yeah,
which is actually right down here. And then, eventually have it flow into this outlet down by Driscoll's corner,
Oh, gotcha.
so.
yeah.
It's like 300 foot, so, you know, the estimated cost per foot is marked in the figures. On the high end was,
See the flags there on where the road's ending.
Yeah.
And so if we did end up having to do it at a later date, I mean, that's the end right there. It's not-
yeah, so,
Yeah, basically it would just come down kind of by next to his truck there. So like I said, if we go that route and we would have to tear that up, it's
not like in the middle of a main street or
No,
anything, toward
it's,
the end.
yeah, it's not.
I get where you're coming from.
Yeah,
I did throw some figures together with us being under budget for some things from Eastern Iowa. Kind of want to see how much we actually do come in under budget on that. And then we had some, like 40,000 in capital expenses budgeted for stormwater that's there. So there is, we could possibly have done it the way everything lays out in the budget, but I'm in agreement with not rushing into it and seeing what else maybe somebody else can do.
Yeah.
It was just Eastern Iowa's here, they looking for work, they're cut us, probably since they're here, cut us a pretty good deal, and it could, you know, if we end up, this is the only solution, it could cost more in the future, but other than that, yeah, to rush into it, I don't have a problem with not doing it now.
Did you ever ask them about paving? Wasn't there another street you had thought about having paved while they were here?
Yeah, so there's a couple spots, so up by, on School Street, where that had to get cut open.
Yep.
They're gonna touch that up, I talked to her about that tonight.
Yeah.
And then on Merrill, where Cundy replaced that tube, on Merrill and
Yeah.
Grove. It's just rock right now, they're gonna fill that in with blacktop tubes, so yeah, we'll get those couple of spots, fixed up, so. But yeah, so back to that, look, I think it makes sense to, like I said, exhaust a couple other local options and see what other options we can come up with before we rush into anything too big. But, if everybody's good with that, like I said, it is an issue, it's been an issue, and we need to address it, it's just,
Well, I don't think that street slopes enough either, does it? Cause you got a lot of water there, doesn't
it does kind of pool there, it is kind of a low spot.
It's like,
Even
that's
if
the
we did
problem, if we gotta dig out the backside just to get it to flow, but if it's just sitting there anyway.
Yeah, and with
maybe
that,
Inlet's not
with
gonna.
that, yeah, with the way that sidewalk is too, that would have to get cut out, because that kind of chokes it down,
Yeah,
when it does fill up, it chokes it
As
down.
you can see, there's some pictures they've submitted before when they initially started complaining. After heavy rain, you can see here where the water goes in.
They've been mowing this, basically city property there
Yeah.
forever,
So, yeah,
Yeah.
and we've been having a lot, when it rains, it pours around here lately, I swear, that's the street, I mean,
Yeah.
so. Hopefully we can find a solution in the near future. There's winter and ice jams too, so.
Yeah, I know last winter it got bad, when we had all that snow and then we got rain, that wasn't a good situation at all, so, like, obviously, yeah, it's an issue, we need to try to address it. But again, I think we can try to get a couple other options first,
Yeah.
and then we
Or at
can.
least we're past the rainy season, a little ways away from winter, hopefully,
Yeah.
that we have some time to look at colors.
Yeah, I'd like to get something done with it though.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so that's that, and so we'll just kind of, we'll kind of revisit this in the future.
Alright.
Okay, does anybody have anything else? Chad, you good? Cheryl?
Oh, I was just gonna make a couple updates.
Okay.
We had our sharp copier, just the motor went out of it. I mean, the repairs for them to come out and fix it, really $347. Wood's not under contract, so anything they come out and fix is billable. Copier is quite old, and it'll become a day when the parts aren't available. So we are getting quotes from them, and hopefully it'll last the rest of the budget season, so we'll probably be talking about either the lease or purchase options during budget if it holds out that long. Like I mentioned before, the auditors were here last week, it went well, and they should have their comments ready in the near future. Just a couple little comments that we'll discuss when it comes out, but there was nothing, no one's going to jail, so.
It's always a goal.
Yeah. Tracy will be gone starting on Wednesday. She's going to Civic for training on our new software. Software system has been upgraded and wasn't a huge difference in, it's just getting acquainted with the reports that are available now and a few things, so. She'll be going to that. Ray and I will be attending the WPPI annual meeting, September 18th through the 20th. That's up at the Wisconsin Dells. And, good event to meet with other members and have a little fun in the meantime.
Yep.
And Jason
Is there anything else? I was for a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second, roll call please.
Seconded. Adam Ryder,
Yes.
Dylan Meyer,
Yes.
Stacy Thompson.
Yes.